Please like, subscribe, share the video. We'll be back soon with more videos in the future about the Kubota, the snakes, hockey, or even home improvements.
Alright, welcome back to the PNN Project channel. What's up, P-Man Sam?
I'm doing good.
So what are we going to talk about tonight?
Our update video on the Kubota tractor.
On the Kubota tractor, our LED light bar. How much time do you think we spent on this deal?
I don't know, probably at least 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't know if it was quite 24 hours, but it was a long time. I think we redid this 3 or 4 times, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, before we get started, I just want to say that you should consult with your dealership or professional before you start doing wiring or mounting things to your tractor. There's a few things on here I'll point out that we did that may or may not be the best way or the correct way to do it. And I may end up redoing some of this stuff again, so I'll point those out as we go along. So what do you think if we use the camera and give some updates here, P-Man?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look at the switch. And what I have here, I'm going to just turn this on. We bought this switch from a Tractor Supply, and we just drilled a small hole on the instrument panel. And you can see that it's got an LED to tell you when it's on and off. You can also see the light bar in the background. Just drilled a hole and used Loctite. Every bolt on this installation uses Loctite, as switches often or any bolt becomes loose on a tractor, so Loctite's recommended. Okay, now we're going to move underneath, and what we can see starting off here is we have this bolt that was already there, and we just added another nut, and we're using that for our ground. And then if we look way under here, you can see our switch, the back side of the switch. Let's get some light on that. Right there we have 3 wires. We have a power, we have a ground, and then we have a signal going back to the LED light bar. I chose not to use a relay. The purpose for a relay is so you don't have any voltage drop across a long wire run. But in this case, I had the ignition source coming from the back to the front, and we had power going from here to the back anyways. With an LED light and the light source, you're not going to get so much flickering as opposed to like an incandescent light bulb on an old vehicle. This is a 30 amp switch, so anyways, I just left it. You can see this wire running down, and we routed the wire right along some other wires and some other hoses right up to the front of the tractor. And so then now I'm going to go underneath the tractor and show you what we have. It's this wire right here. We have it zip tied to some wire harnesses that were already there. What we have here is corrugated tubing the whole way, and we also taped over the corrugated tubing. So you can follow this wire through here. It's zip tied all the way up here to stay away from the fuel filter, the fuel pump. Now one tricky part, and I'll see if you can see this, you may not be able to, we had to keep this wire on the inside of this other wire here. So this wire, or actually fuel pump lines here, we had to keep our wire going through towards the outside of the tractor. And the reason for that is there's not much clearance to this fan up here, and we didn't want to hit the fan. So anyways, that's routed through there. So yeah, it took a while to get this routing. There's not much room, but we made sure that there was enough clearance there to not hit anything. So this wire follows up here underneath. Again, if you route it, we had to make sure we avoided the fan. We come up right here through the back. You can see there's a little hole there, and the wire comes out right through here. From here, we hook up to the ignition line that was already on the tractor, which goes to the front onto the switch. And there's also a ground connection here that goes to the LED light bar. Then from the front of the switch, we also have a wire that runs all the way through and goes up to the LED light bar. One of the things I did that may or may not be okay is I drilled a hole to run the wire on the inside of the ROPS. This is not recommended by the manufacturer, and so please don't take this as this is okay to do. But I ran that wire all the way up the inside. It comes out on the top of the ROPS. You can see here. And then we have bolts, which are also Loctite on each side holding the light up. After I posted my first video, I got a lot of feedback about modifying the ROPS. This is not recommended by the manufacturer, as this is a safety device, and they can't guarantee the performance of the safety device based on any modifications. In reality, it may or may not be okay. With structural material, it's not so much that you're drilling holes or modifying, but it's where you're modifying. There could be some areas where you modify and it's no problem. There could be some areas you modify and it's a huge problem. I might do a little bit more research, and potentially I could replace the ROPS on this if I decide to. As of right now, I use this mainly just around the small yard that I have. It's basically flat. The risk of rolling is very low, so I might just leave it for now. But I want to make clear that it's not recommended to drill holes in your ROPS from the manufacturer, as shown right here on the warning label. So this is what I did. I chose to do that, but you know, that's just my decision. Again, I think it's about time to put this down and we can take this for a little ride. We'll let P-Man Sam show you guys what this is all about. So before I let him take this for a ride, the channel and our website, familyprojectsblog.com, is going good. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us some thumbs up. Anyone you can share this with would be greatly appreciated. Okay, we're gonna let P-Man Sam just take this for a small spin. Don't run into anything today, all right, bud?
Okay, I'll try.
We got the lights on. Let's lift up the bucket just a little bit, bud. You're good. There you go, that's good. Now lift up the back.
I think we can drive.
All right, let's take it for a drive. So this is no lights. Turn the regular headlamps on. The regular headlamps.
Where?
Right here. This is the regular headlamps. Now turn on the LED light bar. There's the LED light bar. So there you go. What do you think, P-Man Sam?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, let's put this bad boy away.